folks, welcome to my channel. This is my first video, so excuse me if I'm a little nervous. I really like to show you guys the biggest project I ever done. I've been renovating houses in the last couple of years, and I'm an interior designer, and my main thing is kind of like recycle things. Like I love shopping for like good deals and refurbished things. So intentionally, this property was supposed to be our summer vacation home. But it was just too much to take care of it, so we decided to sell it. And the house amazingly sold before the open house with only 17 hours. It was an amazing offer, cash offer. We couldn't say no. So today we just finished packing and cleaning up the house. It's our last day. It's kind of like a bittersweet, but I have to show you guys before we sell this house. So first of all, just take a look at this beautiful sunset. This is a farmland area, so our neighbors are kind of far away. We have about 3 acres of land, and we're right in the center. All right, so let's take a walk around the property. So we have about 3 acres, and we have a private pond in the back with the running water that comes from a big lake down the street, only half a mile away. Starting from here, it's like that's a utility shed, pretty good size. Coming this way, I want to show you this is a ranch that was built in 1953. This house was built by the first owners. They lived here their entire life, 68 years to be true. And the house hasn't been updated since they built. So 53 years is a long time. The house had the orange carpet, like the same cabinets. The family, a couple of family members passed away, and the wife ended up going to a nursing home, and the house got handled to the estate, and that's how we got a really good deal on this property. And we had literally to do everything. They left everything behind, even food expired for like 17 years. It was a lot of work. It was about 5 dumpsters. Like I'm talking about dumpsters. Like the smallest ones were 15 yards, and a couple like 30-yard dumpsters. The garage used to be brown. I wanted a little bit more of the farm look, so I went for the reddish brown. As you see, we have a big farm over there. They have a lot of goats. They come and go all the time. They're pretty happy goats, always jumping around. And I love that they have the big barn, so I kind of like copied them a little bit. The house used to be a deep red, like actually the barn, the garage. I just thought it needed to be a little bit happier, so we went from a little bit brighter, lighter color. This is kind of like an off-white, bone white, it's supposed to be a little bit on the grayish side, but I was surprised when it went to the wall, and actually I like it. So we put some accent colors, did a little bit of landscape. We got this house in the middle of the winter, this past winter, and the grass is sort of destroyed, but the trucks that came, the workers, the dumpsters and everything. So it was the most work I ever done in any house. I've done a few houses in the past couple of years, like I mentioned, but this one is just, I really got attached to it, and I think it's because I had to deal with so much personal stuff from the family, like literally everything since they were little kids. And the kids today, they were like in the 60s, and it was just a lot. And so I'm gonna do a walk around outside first, because inside's a lot to do. I'm probably gonna have to do a couple of videos, so maybe like few videos, because it was a lot done in this house. So it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. An office space, a laundry, and a little sunroom. And but before it gets dark, I kind of like want to show you guys around. All right, this way, guys. This wall right here was pretty beat up. It gets a lot of sun during the day, so I was really, peeling paint. Thank God we got a spray gun that is pretty good. So we had the windows were very, very old, and we got a really bad storm the other day, and I got here, it was not long ago, just a couple of weeks ago. The windows were down on the ground because they're rotten. So I went to my friend's house because I knew she was replacing her windows. I grabbed these 2 windows from her. They were too short, so I had a gap underneath. So in order to fix that, I just used these boards that we removed. Like this was old wainscoting that I had in the house. I used them to do a flower box. It was a quick fix, but actually came out really nice. And I found a couple of figurines, like some rabbits on the house. I just hide them in there, Easter eggs. All right, And coming this way right here, this is one of the, I think this was the first shed they ever had in this property since they built. They used to raise horses in here. So this was a farmhouse. So that's why I decorate in kind of this style. So you're gonna notice that the geese are gonna follow me because they think I have food. So we trained them, used to be just 2 of them. And we had a snowstorm, and they actually had we found out during the snowstorm that they had a nest right on the little island. And you know, a few weeks later, 4 eggs hatched, and unfortunately, because the daddy got hit by a car across the street, so it was kind of sad. But Mama Goose is right there, and the babies. The Mama Goose is the one watching on the back. She's always on the watch, and the babies are actually, you know, pretty sweet. They're not. She's a little bit aggressive sometimes. So right over here, it's kind of like a little secret garden space. It's a big property, so I think I'm gonna have to do a few videos. Just the only problem about having them around is a lot of poop on the ground. It's kind of like a minefield in here. So we didn't get a chance to kind of like clean up the pond, and we actually cleaned up some branches and weed around. But unfortunately, it was just, in time-wise, we thought we were going to keep this house for the summer, but unfortunately, we had to sell. We can't keep it up. We have a big house to take care of it, and I have other projects coming up. There's actually wild blueberries. I just got a handful of them. This is one of my little projects. I found these on Facebook Market for a still, and it was kind of peeling, and it was already green. I just kind of like spray another coat on it. This is a little hiding getaway. Like it's very relaxing. Like you sit overlooking the lake and the ponds and ducks, goose. You see beavers. We have woodchuck, we have frogs and all kind of wild animals. Even actually a bald eagle the other day kind of diving in and grab a fish. So it was kind of interesting to see. All right, so now I want to show you the other side. And okay, be nice. I don't have food right now. See, sometimes they can be a little cranky. Just gonna go around to avoid being attacked. It's okay, I'll bring you food. It's all right. I like the sound that they make. So over here we had to clean up some of the branches. They were really low. Back there behind the property where the kind of lake ends, I found a lot of big logs, and I was able to save some of them. Most of them were rotten, and I had some boards at home. So I just brought it over and built a dock. And it works out pretty well. It's pretty sturdy. It's not big, but you know, it's nice and relaxed. And and a frog just jumped in the water. Sometimes he screams and scares the hell out of me. So it's, you know, it's nice, crystal clear. Actually, the name of this lake, the big lake down here, is Crystal Lake. And this road is Crystal Lake Road. So the water is always crystal clear. We didn't have a chance to clean the leaves from the past winter. We first saw this house back end of last summer, and we fell in love. Like, was abandoned and neglected, but I saw the potential on it. It was a big job. It was scary at first, especially far away from my home. But then we came back here before we put an offer for the second time. It was the beginning of fall. I have some pictures that were posted on this video. And when I saw all these colors reflecting on the mirror, this was like the water was just was a beautiful mirror of colors. And I just fell in love. I was like, we gotta get this place. This is what I need for my weekends getaway. Again, we changed the plans. Like, we saw all the potentials out there closer to home, and now, so it's a big property. Like, probably the next project will be a next actually getaway home will be a little cottage, not something so big. All right, so let's get in and let me show you my work. So I repurpose a lot of things in this house, and I want to show you people how can you do, like, I renovate this entire house, and I didn't spend much at all. Like, you know, I just saved this stuff, and I had a lot of stuff already that I've been collecting throughout the years. I love thrifting stores. So right here we did some trims around the windows. We did a new flooring, good to clean it up, and you know, some secondhand stuff. This was already in the house. And actually, this is a J3. This tree is about 20 years old. This was a little yard sale down the street. We found it. You know, things from all over the place. Like this, I got a Michael's, I believe. Excuse me, all my dogs. Oh, this sign I found in a thrifty store, pretty cool. You know, like it's that old vintage sign. It's actually made to look old, but it's not old. But it's pretty nice. So ready to go. So welcome to Crystal Lake Ranch. So this is the fireplace when you first walk in. And these are some things that I brought it to the house, some things that was already in the house, like starting from here from the these little cabinet was already in the house. When I tried to move it, kind of fell apart. So I just put it back together, distressed it. And this is all old books that was already in the house. Pretty interesting. Like they're from the late 1800s and early 1940s, but everything else it's older than like 1910s. Pretty cool, right? I just couldn't bear to throw them away. I love books. I always keep them. Either it's for decoration, with always intention like to read them later, but I never have the time. So I found these animal books, so I actually put the animals on top. I thought it was pretty cool. You know, most of these things are like from thrifty stores again, like I said. Like some of these old tools, like these saws, you know, was already in the house. Like these old keys were in the house, and a little bird cage things that I brought in. You know, like since we have a lake in the back, so I have some Nautica theme going on. These we thought it was black as it was so dirty, and after we cleaned it up, I was gonna paint it in green anyway, and we found out there was green already. So everything is a mix of things that was already here, and I brought it over. Like we brought this from home. This was already here. The little horse was already here. I like this little old pan, my cast iron. This rocker chair was already here. I brought the pillow from home. And this is the living room. It's pretty nice, wide open. And so I'm going to do like a quick tour right now because there's a lot to talk about it. But I will come back and I will do like a detailed, you know, explain to you guys like how much I spent and how much you can save. And don't throw away good stuff. You know, you can find good stuff anymore. So I'm going to do a walkthrough, you know, quick because it's a lot of house to show in one video. So like a old dry sink that I just refurbished. We got some new furniture here, some old furniture, you know, things all over the place, different stores too. So the opening was already here. Walking this way right here, this is a double-sided fireplace. And it's very close to the other one on the entrance because I used the same chimney. So like this corner was a little bit dark, so that's why I put this clock mirror in here, kind of reflect the light a little bit. This is an old picture from 1980s from the property. This was taken, you know, in a helicopter. Pretty interesting. The big pine trees in the back that we just saw, they were like used to be very little, as you see. And they had a little horse right there, you know, the horse wagon in there. They had a different here. But you see the vegetation was much shorter. In the field that we just saw across the street is right there. So coming this way, you're going to see the before pictures also for the kitchen. The kitchen was a little bit more closed in. The wall used to come all the way here. It was very old dark cabinets. It was carpet on the floor on the kitchen. Yeah, it was a peninsula right here. The fridge used to be here. We kept this cabinetry because you know, gives a, it's still open, but it gives a separation between the dining room, living room, and kitchen. But we have plenty of space. Eventually, I want to put like a big island in here, but you know, when sometimes you need to cut the cost. Like you didn't need it. Like I got this old dresser refurbished, and I made into an island. Pretty much cost me nothing because it was left over from other projects. Like these, I got it from like my previous job. They throw this in the trash, and I grabbed it. So the kitchen, I got the whole thing out. Everything was out. It was hard to work in here because nothing was even. This is a cement slab floor, and the walls is in the block, and the ceilings are not even. So everything's kind of crooked. So it was very hard to line this cabinet. I went for the butcher block because I want a little bit more of the rustic feeling. I don't want, the house is central AC, so it's pretty cool in here. I didn't need to put, you know, like stone or anything. I don't want to make cooler. So I think breaks it up a little bit of the cold tones. Of course, I had to have a farm sink. I love this faucet. And actually, my favorite thing in this house is doing dishes. Never thought I would say that, but you know, because I always, you know, see the wildlife, and it's kind of like evening right now. It's almost night, but you can see the geese family right there. You see rabbits in the morning, woodchuck, and you know, it's a lot of nature around. And some of these old things was already here. You know, I tried to find a vintage microwave, which is here. Some of these plates I brought it, some was already here. Like this old cast iron pan was already here. Everything's a mix, and I will do a more detailed work about it, like how I did the backsplash, how I worked, on these walls, also beadboard, how I made these. I will show you the pictures also before, after, actually after in the next video. Like these things, some things was already here, some things I brought it. So let me introduce you to the dining room. So I want to keep like the nature in, and I kept looking. I was thinking, what am I gonna do with this wall? I have a lot of artwork, but the ceiling is not too high, and my artwork was too big for it. So I was like, you know what? Let's go bigger. So I got this beautiful mural, which this is a peel and stick paper. It's actually very easy to install. I can talk about this later too. I love because you see the stud here with look all the females and the babies around. To go with the theme, I went with this wood bead chandelier. The other one that was here was pretty nice. But it was very Victorian, so I took it to my house. I live in a Victorian home. This is a bay window, actually even these plants survived because they are succulents. Incredible, huh? They were here without water for a long, long time. This is about a 30-year-old jade tree. So, and I was told that they bring good luck and money. I guess it was kind of like a lucky house. This is like some kind of aloe vera. All right, and I'm gonna show you the bedrooms now. I'm gonna show you the first room. We call it the B room. You're gonna understand why. So it's black and yellow. As you see, it has a little bee theme on it. I found these two pillowcases that I thought was adorable, and then I found these on a yard sale the other day, and I was like, wow, they're only $5 each. I was like, yeah, that's my type of deal. So I distressed it a little bit, and they kind of look like, like those, I don't know how they call those boxes that they raise bees, that they beehives are inside. And I found like Secret Life of Bees. I found this book in a thrifty store that was very interesting. I was like, I gotta have it. And I need a couple of yellow decorations. So I kept looking for more, and I found some more, and guess what? I found the same book in Spanish. So pretty cool. And then I have a mix about, all these things that I do. I will show you what I done here. Like this was already here. I brought it from home. But I will go a little bit more detail in the next video. How much I spent, and very I gotta say, like a very low budget for each room, and I think I did a pretty good job with the amount that I had to expend in here. All right, let's take a look at the other ones. Right, let's go to bedroom number 2. So this one I call the rose garden room. I didn't quite finish, but I was finished enough to actually put the property in the market. So these two side tables, they used to be in my house. They were mahogany, and I painted in white, and I got kind of like sick of the white. I was like, it needs a little bit more, color, so I did it in green, and kind of like not distressed actually, I glazed to look a little bit old. And so, as you see, it has some kind of like rose going on, rose here, rose garden in the little picture, and the little box over there, and everything has kind of like that, the rose soft pink feeling to it. It's kind of like a romantic bedroom, perfect for a girl or anyone that likes, pink. All right, so actually that chair I've been in my sunroom for a couple of years, and thought it was you need something in this corner, and I thought it was perfect, so I brought it over. And also, this is like a little mini fridge that was in the garage. I was like, you know what, I need a table here. I didn't have one, so I cleaned up the fridge and put it there, and worked pretty well. All right, let's go to bedroom number 3. Right, so bedroom number 3 is on the other side of the house. So this used to be a garage back in the day, and they converted, I think, because they had, kids. Sorry about the luggage in the way here, forgive me about that. Like I said, we finished pack today, so we've been staying here for the past few days. Usually I work in this house on the weekends, but in the last week I had to be here every day in order to be ready for the closing, which is Monday, and today it's Thursday. But we're going away this weekend. I won't be able to do anything else. So I call the Blue Jay room. So there you go, that's a Blue Jay. That's a piece of the wallpaper that I use in this wall. When we first got the house, so it was no wall here. and it's a bathroom on the other side, a very, very ugly bathroom actually. So right here, I'll go in depth a little bit more. I'll show the before and the process how I did this. This is just a shallow 1950s door, you know, and I used leftover material, and this is not planks. This is just a scratch on the distress paint. It looks like planks. So this is a barn door for the bathroom, and this bathroom was a good job. It was a really, really bad shape. Right here was just a showering stall, like one of those plastic tight showering stall. We had a little shelf unit right here, so we took it down and we expanded a little bit because this ceilings are kind of low. It's a cramped bathroom, so it looks a little bit bigger with a nice porcelain tile that looks like marble. You know, marble is hard to clean, so but we went for marble black tiles on the floor. The vanity was already here, and we just painted and distressed it because it was a really good shape. And right there is the garden. Like usually in the morning, I always see the rabbit eating right under the window here, and lots. That's the garage again, you know, the flower boxes. See lots of birds in here in the morning. All right, let's show you the rest of the house, which is not much left now. If you notice, I never even had a chance to put a door in a closet. The other door is actually a utility closet. It's a couple of fridges in there. I never got to finish completely because it doesn't need to. It's up to the new owner if she wants to do a walk-in closet or utility closet, whatever she wants to do. You can access to the bedroom, or you can also access from the office. All right, let's go take a look in the office and the laundry. All right, so this is the office / laundry. So coming up here, this used to be an old porch, I think. This is the utility closet that I mentioned about. You don't want to see it, it's kind of ugly. This desk was already here, and it was too big to pass through the door, so I was like, this has been here for a long time, so just leave it. I just clean it up. And these are some old pictures from the house that I found it. So the garage, as you see, they used to raise horses in there. See, the Geese family, they've been around for a long time because these pictures are from the 80s. The houses have a big tree in the front. You can see the lake all the way in the back. The horses used to stay on the right side of the property. It's a nice, you know, space because it also has windows to the backyard. Here are some hundreds, like of vinyl records that I found in the house. And they're you know, pretty cool. It's almost like 1,000 of them. So this is a nice space for a laundry. It's not much here, but we had to finish. This wasn't finished, so I had to do the walls. We installed the sink, clean up the machines that were already here. This is a big closet over here, but it's not much to see. It's just a laundry room. Or forget, it's a bathroom, and a second bathroom that I almost forgot to mention. This bathroom, I actually kept the original yellow tub. Everybody was like, "Are you nuts? Gotta remove it." But you know, you got to stick to your budget. You know, I want to do this house expanding as minimum as possible. I was traveling at the time that this bathroom was being renovated, so I couldn't do much. So I had to pay people to do it, like the tile. That was, you know, the most expensive thing we done here. Also, the floors was done the same as the entire house. Right here was an old cabinet that actually the door was crooked and the shelves was all falling. So I put back together, you know, made a little detail, painted on white, and I kept the bottom door because that way I access the plumbing behind the tub. And to keep with the yellow theme here, like I had to do something with the design to keep this yellow tub. So I found this yellow and gray wallpaper. I thought it was perfect. Picks up some of the grays on the wall, on the tile, on the floor. I know this is a bit dark vanity, not ideal for this space, but it was on sale and I really love this style, so I was like, I gotta have it. You know, I love the barn door. But at least the top is white, so it's bright enough. So right there I had an old picture with a lake and a dock, and I spray paint the white, the yellow on the frame, just kind of like tight with the theme. And also you have a beautiful view from the bathroom. You can see the lake right here behind. And another interesting thing was this picture right here. This was somebody that painted for the owner, so it was pretty nice, and she calls still waters because that's the view that you have from the bathroom, so that's why I had to hang it here. It was pretty cool. Coming this way now, we're gonna see the sunroom, which is no sun anymore, but Oh, before I forget, this is some pictures that I took on the property. In the meantime, the geese family when they had the babies. Some flowers. This is a foggy night, and this is the farm across the street. Some flowers. Oh, the little rabbit right here. Um, so this room in the morning is like my favorite hangout spot. Even though I never had time to hang out in here yet, but I spent a few minutes in here. So this was unfinished. So we had to do the ceilings, the floor, clean up really well, paint, and I really like this distressed old beam with different colors in paint in there, peeling off. I like 3 different colors, and I just distressed a little bit more and scratched with metal brush, and I paint all these edges and finish it up with the windows with the trims that they didn't have it, and the windows you could barely see outside, so we had to clean up really well. I wish it was morning because the sun that comes in the morning it's beautiful, the lighting. So yep, over they go. The geese family is coming back. They're on the water. They're adorable. As you see, they're always lining up. Mama geese is always in the front. Mama goose. Oh, before I forget, actually, while I was thrifting, as I haven't had much time lately, but I found this the other day. It calls Crystal Lake Canoe Rentals. How sarcastic, huh? It's an amazing. This calls Crystal Lake, so I thought it was really amazing. So I had to have it, so I brought it over. I think the new owner will be happy, with this. With everything actually, because I'm selling this house with everything inside. Yep, everything. Even the beddings, all the decoration, all the dishes. Of course, not the food. I'm not gonna leave leftovers for her, but literally everything. Like all these books I found in the house, and I was like, you know what? They belong to the house. Like I mentioned before, I can never throw away books, so I cleaned them up and I put them back in there. This house, it was a lot of work also for the fact that it came with everything. So it was 68 years of somebody's family, like with stuff in here. So we had to do a lot of work. So of course, like I mentioned before, I like to recycle. I like to, reuse things. I don't like to waste anything. And I'm kind of like a green guy. So based on that, I saved a lot of stuff. I would say most of the people probably throw away everything and say like I don't want anything, tell the workers like give it up everything. I pretty much built this house like almost on my own. Like I did most of the job myself. It was very tiring, but in the beginning it was overwhelming. Took me 2 entire days just to take the things off the kitchen. It was a lot. I was able to save a lot of stuff, but I had to hire people to help me out. So I had a few guys here help me cleaning up. And then I could continue the job. Because in the beginning sometimes, not always you can do everything by yourself. Sometimes you definitely need to say, I need help. It's okay to say, I need help. Alright guys, there you have it. So this was the quick tour of our summer ranch slash farmhouse. So I'll be doing a little bit more videos. Like I said, the house has been sold already, like they're closing in just a couple of days. So I have to come back tomorrow to do a couple more videos because I want to show you guys like a little more detailed work, what I done it, and show the pictures before and after. And how can you do a big major renovation without expending much at all, and also saving the planet, like reusing things. It's a pretty nice thing to do. So hope you like it. Help me out there, subscribe my channel. I hate to be asking for that, but hit the like button, if you like it. Hope, this video was kind of helpful, useful for you guys. And pretty soon, I'm hoping to do weekly, showing up, show some more work. And I have more houses coming up. I have some more big projects, and I do it all. I do like modern, country, all kind of designs. I mix it all. But it's all about the saving side, like being green. Trying to do my part here for the planet and show everyone that you don't need tons of money. You just need a little bit creativity and and say like, I'm gonna do it, and just go ahead and do it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you guys soon.